Welcome to lucky number 7 for Jersey Talk, the podcast for fans, by fans. If you don't know this is just a bunch of homies who like talking, mostly sports sometimes. We discuss the weekly news and then bring a discussion to the table that we want to chat about. Find us on Spotify and maybe Apple Podcasts. Basant, what's the update on that?
Should be soon.
It should be
within
soon.
the next week or so.
Okay, okay. So, yeah, we'll give it. We should be on Apple Podcasts within 2 weeks. If we aren't, take it up with Basant, not me.
Yep.
Follow us on Twitter at Jersey Talk 20 and subscribe on YouTube and at Jersey Talk. And if this is great, like all of our other episodes, like it, like right now, like leave YouTube, the video, and then go subscribe and go like, and then come back to the video. A little housekeeping, ladies and gents. We are on a short week because someone here won't be here for when we usually record. He is currently we have to keep that disclosed. The employee is currently under review, okay? We can't bring up anyone's name, all right?
You should get him fired.
It's kind of hard to fire the CEO, though. But
CEO.
no, that will
Big CEO.
Trust me, we're taking care of this under the employee review. Don't worry, guys. He'll justly get judged. I'll just leave it at that, though. There will not be a film review this week due to that. But we got a legendary one plan to make up for that. There will be film review next week. Don't worry. We understand you guys come for our in-depth review of NFL players. It's been a smash hit with the kids. Our number one fan has been a huge fan of it.
Yes, sir.
So let's get rolling with the weekly hooks. These are our weekly news and reactions. We'll start with the big fight between Wilder and Fury. It was a fantastic fight following a classic between the two when they first tied and then this fight. We are expected to see the third and possibly final chapter between these two. Yep. Wilder has activated his rematch clause in their contracts. A lot of discussion has followed this fight. Did we watch it, any of us?
Yeah. I did watch it.
Yeah,
on YouTube, I watched the full thing.
Yeah.
But, this was actually my table discussion because I was really into it.
Okay, well, if that's the case, we'll get to more about that later.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Since that's your table discussion, I will go no further. The memorial of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna Bryant was Monday. It took place at the Staples Center and featured several speakers, such as singers, and like Beyonce, Michael Jordan, Shaq, Jimmy Kimmel, and powerful words from none other than Vanessa Bryant, his spouse. I would like to say thank you to Vanessa for having the strength to stand up there and to speak. I'm speaking for myself. I wasn't expecting her to speak so soon after this terrible tragedy. I can't talk.
Tragedy.
Yeah, there we go. That's what you guys are here for. Sorry. We all understand why she wouldn't want to speak, and her ability to do so, I believe, is incredibly resilient. Did you guys want to highlight anything about the memorial?
I really liked the way Michael Jordan gave his speech. It was very emotional, and I haven't seen that man cry in a long time. So it was.
He made a joke about it.
Yeah, he did make that joke.
Yeah, he did make that wonderful joke. I liked Shaq's joke.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The I and the M-E.
Yeah.
That was
that
good.
story.
I wish his speech was longer, though.
I do too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was.
A lot of good speakers, though.
Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel's really got me.
Yeah,
I mean, they all did. It was a terribly sad day.
Jimmy Kimmel, even though he was never into sports, but his career started at the same time as Kobe Bryant's did.
Right.
No,
so
there's a lot of
they have a lot of
parallels.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Well, because Kobe would go on his show a lot, and they grew a relationship.
Okay.
I mean, they had girls roughly the same age, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Their kids are.
I want to put it past it. They were probably hung out and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
too,
definitely.
Moving on. Lakers are waiving DeMarcus Cousins. He is set to rehab going into the offseason with the Lakers. He's just no longer on the team. They made this move in order to create a roster spot for Markieff Morris. Point guard Ben Simmons is expected to miss time with a back injury. This is going and he is going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. Is the word around the block?
Do you think he's going to miss the rest of the season?
No, I don't think
No.
but the way, I mean, all the reports are making it seem like there is the potential to miss more than 2 weeks. He is just going to be reevaluated.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see how Joel Embiid does in that time, and because now we can really get an idea. Because if you follow the 76ers, it's coming to the point where you're going to have to decide between, do you want to keep Simmons or do you want to keep Embiid?
Yep.
And to be honest, this injury is kind of perfect because we saw what the team would have looked like with just Simmons and no Embiid. Now we're to see what it is with Embiid and Simmons. So if you do plan on moving in that direction, you have the sample size that you need to hopefully correctly make the right judgment.
I was going to say, did they win without Simmons? Didn't they already play without him?
Yeah, that's what
okay.
I'm saying. Yeah.
So did they win with just Joel Embiid?
I mean, yeah, so far, but they've only played like one game.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah, I know they played one game, but
no, I have a question for you too.
Yeah.
If you were to pick between Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, who would you pick and why?
I'm gonna go with Simmons because he fits the modern day NBA. No, that's kind of everyone says that, but like he does fit the modern NBA better than Embiid. But the big thing with me is I think it'd be easier to build a team around Simmons because with him is you want to have an open paint and like you want clear floor space and then you want shooters all over him. So and that's a lot easier than building a team, say, around Embiid, who's going to need Jason Tatum type wing players, where he needs a lot of guys that can create on his own, and I have a lot more faith in having Ben Simmons be my best player than Embiid because of just the way the NBA is structured currently right now, and also I don't have the injury concerns. I think that's the biggest thing too. Is Ben Simmons? I trust him. Availability is the best ability, and he's shown that more than Embiid has so far.
Although he is injured right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true. So, that's saying that he's hurt doesn't help my case,
but I mean it's
versus
minor,
Embiid,
Embiid's been hurt a lot.
Yeah, Embiid practically missed his first 2 seasons. Who would you go with, Basant?
I'd probably go with Simmons as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's just younger. His style fits the NBA better than Embiid's does.
Yep.
Embiid has an injury history. It's just, and granted, if they decide to go with Embiid, there's nothing wrong with that either. When healthy and focused, he might be the best big in the NBA.
The focusing is the big issue in this.
Yeah.
I feel like with Embiid.
Right.
Well, it's offensively, he's just like, it seems like, he's just not clocked in almost. It's like, I trust him defensively any day of the week, but just, offensively, it's like, you don't know if you're going to, and who knows, because that's Ben Simmons, because he's been on record saying it's like, I got to shoot these threes because I got to keep.
If he makes them.
It doesn't even matter if he makes them, just shooting them is keeping, you're planting the seeds of the idea. It's like the defense, like, he's going to shoot if he's open, so we do have to guard him. That's the problem with Simmons is Simmons won't even shoot when he's open. It's not that he is shooting and he's terrible. It's the lack of shooting.
Right.
So it's hard to even say if he's terrible. It's just he has no confidence right now in it. That one time he made that 1-3 and the internet went crazy. Speaking of threes, 2-time MVP Steph Curry is expected to make his return March 1st.
Oh,
yeah.
I think it's too soon. They should wait out.
I think
my thing is they've already confirmed Klay Thompson's. I think they've already confirmed. Steve Kerr's commented that Klay Thompson is out out for the season. So it's like, with the season already
on the decline.
Yeah, I'm not even on the decline. Their season's been over since December.
Right.
Like, what is the risk? Like, especially given his ankle injury history. Like, why? And the reasoning that I'm going to see, or I have already seen, is that so they can build chemistry for next season with
Right.
Wiggins. But it's like, I get that's important, but that's why you have the off season, and I don't see the value in that with the risk of injuring your franchise player.
Now, is there any chance that they can get the 8th seed?
No,
No chance.
no,
Like at all.
no.
Okay, then I don't see any reason why they should keep them.
They have a
for
bottom.
the season. I think they should.
They
Just
have
keep
a
them
bottom 5 record in the NBA.
Okay,
And
Well, then I
they're
don't
in
see
the
it.
Western Conference. Yeah, they've been out of the playoff race since week 2 of the NBA season.
Yes.
Speaking of terrible teams, Bradley Beal drops 50-plus points in consecutive games. While incredibly impressive, unfortunately, the Wizards have lost both of these games and continue to have maybe the worst defense ever.
Ever?
In the NBA, dude, their defense is atrocious.
I mean, I haven't watched any of the Wizards games.
They
I've seen the score, but
they'll score 120, 140, like nothing. But
Still lose.
yeah, they'll lose because they're giving up 150. The final score of the game, I fell asleep, unfortunately, while I was watching it. But the Bucks played them last night, and the final score was I think it was 137 to 135.
Jeez.
It was a 2-point. Yeah, exactly. And the Bucks have arguably the best defense in the NBA, so it's that
Right.
shows you. Offensively, the Wizards can do just about anything. It's just for some reason, no one plays defense on that team.
Didn't the Bucks lose to someone recently? A very bad
Someone
team.
bad. The Kings, maybe?
No, the Kings aren't terrible though. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was the Kings that beat them.
It might have been the
Even-
Kings.
okay.
I think it was the Kings.
If it was the Kings, what's the shame in that?
I don't know. The Kings?
Also, it's 82 games a season, man. It's you're gonna lose you're gonna have a couple of those games.
Giannis can't be losing to the Kings, bro.
Nope.
Anyways, let me ask a question about what was the last one again?
What?
Sorry, I had a question.
There
There it is. Oh yeah, did you see his statement? He's like, I scored 55 and 53, but I'll just take him out.
No, yeah, they asked him about how he they asked him how he felt about it. He's I'm a winner, so you can take that 55 and throw it with the 53. It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
And I'm yeah, it's just, why did you sign that extension? Just why? Zion Williamson is making the wait worth it and couldn't have been at a better time with the Grizzlies' latest injury to power forward Jaren Jackson Jr. He is expected to miss a significant amount of time. This injury has allowed the Pelicans the chance to take control of the 8th seed in the Western Conference. I'll turn to you guys and ask, how do you guys feel about Zion's impressive rookie debut so far?
It's been pretty good. I feel like it doesn't really compare to Ja Morant, though.
Are you
I
sure?
still feel like, okay,
It's getting there.
it's getting tight. It's getting tight. But
Right.
tonight, Zion plays
The Lakers.
and LeBron James. If somehow or some way Zion just dunks on LeBron, maybe I may have a change of heart.
If he dunks on LeBron,
That's the only requirement.
yeah, that's how he gets LeBron's blessing.
But if he's consistently having 20-point games, 30-point games, he will probably win.
Yeah. The thing with the way Zion's been playing, the only argument, and it's neck and neck right now, but it's looking like it's going to be, I think, whoever wins Rookie of the Year, whoever gets their team in the 8th spot.
Pretty much.
And the thing is, with Jaren Jackson getting hurt and them having the toughest remaining schedule in the NBA, it's just and with how the Pelicans have been looking with Zion, I think it's heading towards the direction Zion will have a pretty good chance of winning the Rookie of the Year. I think it's going to be a lot closer than we expect. But that being said, I do expect Ja to still win because he played all of the entire season, and he was so far on par with what Zion's been doing.
Right.
It's just,
There's just a different electric from both sides.
Yeah.
They're just two different.
Well, I mean, yeah, one's a
creatures.
point guard, and then one's a player that we've just never seen before.
Right.
It's awesome. Wait, what the heck was that? Okay. So we're moving on to some NFL.
About time.
Yeah. We'll start off with some pretty exciting news.
About time.
Tight end Hayden Hurst is expected to be on the trade block. Patriots and Jaguars are among teams interested. That's the tight end for the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think.
Wait, did you say Mark Andrews?
Hayden Hurst.
Oh, Hurst.
The guy with the Thor hair. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I think he would be a great trade for the Patriots. Mm-hmm. I think if the trade.
Mark Andrews, he's like their go-to guy.
That's the thing. They have almost 3 go-to tight ends, and they're getting to the point where they're going to have to decide which one. And I think Mark Andrews has solidified that spot as his. So it's like, yeah, let's see what we can get for Hayden Hurst. Because honestly, they could probably get back the pick they used, because I believe he was a second-round pick. And to be honest, I wouldn't rule it out if the Patriots like, hey, take our second-round pick and give us Hayden Hurst. And because I ever since I saw that news, I've been obsessed with the idea of him going to the Patriots. Because then you trade for him.
He was actually a first-round pick.
First-round pick. Oh, so it must have been Mark Andrews who's.
Yeah.
Because they drafted a tight end in the first round and second round. It was something like that. That was a weird year.
So are you assuming that Tom Brady stays with that?
Patriots? I'm leaning towards Brady staying there. That's why. But there's always still the possibility of him leaving. Yeah, but
it would be a very unclassy move for Brady to leave the Patriots. As much as everyone would love to go somewhere else, but it's unlikely.
Wait, when you say unclassy, do you mean that like Brady doing that would be like, I don't know how I would word it, but like,
I mean, imagine it this way.
Yeah.
If Peyton Manning never got let go from the Colts, if his injury never happened, and somehow or some way he was set to hit the free agency market, would the Colts let him go? And from his perspective, would he actually leave Indianapolis to go to another team?
This is where context is really important, though, because the reason Indianapolis let Peyton walk is because, he was coming off the injury, but they also saw how bad their team was.
Right.
Like, they got a really good idea. Like, they were able to self-evaluate. And it's like, if we bring Peyton, like, I almost think half their thinking was, if we bring Peyton back, like, he's worse off.
Right.
Like, we are better off, drafting and they were in the perfect situation. They were able to
so it was a win-win for both.
Yeah, it was a win. But to your point that if the injuries were never a concern, it's like, I mean, of course they bring him back, but also it's like when he was set to be free agent, he wasn't 41 years old, coming off a decline year. Let's just call it what it is. It was a decline year, and we also know how Bill Belichick operates. Like, Bill's never been opposed to the idea of getting rid of Brady, as far as we know. Like, I got you. So it's just, we'll keep the carousel updated, but it'll be interesting. But if Brady does end up staying, I would love to see Hayden Hurst go to the Patriots. And then before we continue with any more NFL news, we are going to take a quick ad break and hear a word from our sponsor. And we are back. Thank you, Anchor, for being a lovely sponsor. Now, continuing with NFL news and the weekly hooks, Damian Harrison was released by the Detroit Lions, a.k.a. Snacks. This is stupid.
I wouldn't say it's completely stupid.
No, it is completely stupid.
Isn't he old?
This is why bad teams stay bad.
Okay. The Lions are a joke, okay? You're a diehard Bears fan, so I'll support you on that. Damon Harrison, he's been on a slight decline for the past year or so.
Okay.
And it's very unfortunate what he was put into by the organization where he came from.
Yep.
Not originally. He came from the Jets. But
we just won't name that organization.
Right. He previously played for the New York Giants, and Dave the Clown Gettleman decided to trade him for Dave the Clown Gettleman decided to trade him for a third-round pick. Or it might have been a fifth-round pick. I don't remember. But
no, it was a fifth-round pick because then they used a third-round pick to trade for Leonard Williams.
Yes, that is correct. And Leonard Williams, he's probably not going to stick around for the Giants.
No, that's why it was a stupid trade.
Right. So, Damon Harrison, he was arguably one of the best DTs in the league.
Yeah.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Us where is it going with this? He was arguably one of the best, and I feel like the slight decline. I don't know what his cap hit was going to be. I don't even know whether he was even up for
to be a free agent.
Yeah. I haven't looked into that. But yes, the Lions let him go. It was a mistake, but in a way they could potentially benefit for getting someone in free agency or just letting go of cap.
My thing is, and I think it might have been Jacob I was telling this move makes perfect sense if you plan on doing a rebuild.
Yes.
So when I saw them cut it, I'm like, oh, Stafford, does that mean with Darius Slay on the trade block? And I'm like, oh, does that mean I think that means Stafford. And then they confirm it's like they're not, I saw a report saying, they're not doing a rebuild. They're staying with Stafford. And I'm just sitting here like, why? Like, then why? Like, why? Like, why? How many? These are good players. Like, these are really good. And I don't know his cap hit off the top of my head, but I know that wasn't why he got cut.
Right.
Or shouldn't be why he got cut. He did not have an insane cap hit or something that you remotely had to worry about. It's just, this is why bad teams stay bad. They cut good, like Damian Harrison, like that. That is a football player. Like, that is the type. He's a great locker room guy. Everyone loves him. He plays the right way, and he's been consistently one of the best, if not the best, run stopper in the NFL the past 3 to 4 years. And he was really good on the Lions, and it's just like, and their D line is the strength of their team. So I guess they probably viewed, we have depth here, we can afford to lose him. But it's like, you're talking about getting rid of one of the best corners in football in Darius Slay. I would just go off the top of my head and say he's top 10.
In a way, I'm just looking at Matthew Stafford's contract numbers right now. He's not set to be a free agent until the year 2023. And he signed a 5-year, $135 million deal, which made him the highest paid quarterback in the league.
Who?
Matthew Stafford.
Okay. That's their guy, though. That's their guy.
Yeah. Also, I don't think that's a terrible contract, especially when you compare it to other quarterback contracts.
But the thing is that if you're going to pay a quarterback this much of money, you have to give him some sort of support. You can't have guys like, now don't get me wrong, Marvin Jones is a great guy, great wide receiver, but ever since Megatron left, I can't think of anyone that they've had. If there's one team that I don't watch any games of, that's the Detroit Lions. And there's a reason behind it.
Golden Tate.
Well, Golden Tate, he's on the Giants now.
Yeah.
I don't watch
are you talking about right now?
Right.
Oh, Kenny Galladay.
Okay, Galladay's pretty good.
Yeah, I could. Galladay, yeah. And Marvin Jones is Galladay can be a number one wide receiver. Marvin Jones is the perfect number 2 wide receiver. And they've tried with Kerryon. They've been trying. They drafted TJ Hawkinson last year, and they have
Hawkinson's great. I love that guy.
I do too. He had a really up and down rookie year. He came out with a bang, and then injuries and just inconsistency plagued him. But the talent's still there, and it's his rookie year. You guys know my rule with that. I don't put much stock into it. And then
we actually saw him get drafted.
Yeah, first round, really cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But I don't want to. We're talking about the Lions a lot longer than we should be. Moving on to some more trash. Olivia Vernon was cut by the Cleveland Browns.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I forgot what you said something right after he got cut, and I'm curious. Do you think he's a bad football player?
He is a football player with zero motivation. You talk about a player who gives 0 Fs, it's Olivia Vernon.
What makes you say that, though? That's what I'm curious about.
I follow the guy on Twitter. If you follow him on Twitter, you would understand.
I mean, yeah, but a lot of guys get Fs.
Okay, so the thing is that he got traded, and he talked a bunch of smack about the Giants and how much Dave Gettleman's a clown, which he is.
Rightfully so.
Right. But at the same time, I just never seen, ever since he left Miami, he got the big contract in New York, he got the big bucks, everything was set. But he just never put forth the effort once he got that money in his face.
Are you saying that because he wasn't because he wasn't producing as a pass rusher? Okay,
tell me this. Did you hear more about Olivia Vernon as a Dolphin or as a Giant and a Brown?
No, as a Dolphin, and I'm not going to argue. He was a better player on the Dolphins, right. But I'll tell you this right now. I was not a fan of that contract because you're paying this guy to be something he's not.
Exactly. Okay, so they overpaid him.
Oh, yeah, and I don't think that's his fault. I
Right.
think he's a good NFL player when you put him in a position of what he does best, and that is, he's a fuck up the play guy. He's a lot like Clowney, where they might not get like 10, 15 sacks, but it's like stats with those guys. Stats don't paint the whole picture. And I'm not saying Olivia Vernon's this great football player. Yeah, he was a. I'm not going to say
average
borderline
at
great.
best.
He was a fantastic football player on the Dolphins, and then once he went to the Giants, he was put under that spotlight because he's got the huge contract now. He's playing in New York, and as soon as he started playing started playing to lower than their expectations, that's when shit hit the fan, and he got cut by the Browns, and I think this was a move to be expected.
Did he officially get cut? Or
he officially got cut, and I think this would be just a great 1-2 year, this would be a good guy if you need another pass rusher or something, or just D line depth. This would be a great guy, and I think a number one on a lot of guys' list. I still think he's a really good football player.
He got traded from New York.
Yeah.
So based on this action that the Cleveland Browns have taken, do both of you guys believe that the New York Giants won this trade?
Because
keep in mind, we traded away the Browns traded away their best lineman.
Yeah.
For this guy.
Yeah.
And Jabril Peppers.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Peppers he wasn't included in this deal. He was included
Peppers
in
was in the
Odell
trade. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Peppers.
So this was just
a good pickup. Yeah.
Right.
The Giants.
I think the Giants won.
Yeah, they definitely won this trade.
They needed a line.
Yeah, they got a solid lineman, and
just what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I know. As soon as you asked that, I know you just wanted me to give credit to the Giants, and unfortunately, I have to.
It's a good feeling.
The NFL Combine is this week, so expect a lot of news to come out of that. We're going to cover some of that today. It's expected that the NFL owners and NFL Players Association are going to meet and discuss the CBA after the Player Associated voted 6-5 against it. Good job, players.
6-5. That's close though.
Yeah. It was. Quarterback Jalen Hurd has stated at the Combine that he plans on working out only as a quarterback and hasn't entertained the idea of other positional workouts.
Why would anyone ever even offer him a different position? It's basically the same thing what they did with Trace McSorley last year.
It's the Lamar Jackson thing. It's like, it's this athletic guy as a quarterback. Let's see if he can be other positions. And it's like,
see, if you're someone who's like Julian Edelman, who could potentially play multiple positions, sure, I could give the credit to the guy. But Jalen Hurts, he's a reputable quarterback.
Yeah, that's the thing. Edelman, coming into the NFL draft, he switched to wide receiver because that was his only option. He wasn't getting looked at as a quarterback. And, he barely was. And I think he didn't make the switch till he went to the Patriots, as far as I know.
No,
it's just, this is just a lazy thing to do is because like what you said, this guy, and I don't think he's the best prospect. I don't think he's this great prospect. He's probably going to get drafted in the second round at highest. I think probably the middle of the third round. But this guy, this guy showed there's the potential there for a quarterback. Yeah, is his passing mechanics not the best? No, they're not. But just I hate every time we get an athletic quarterback who is not necessarily the best passing mechanics. It's instead of trying to fix those, let's just make him a wide receiver. No, do your job and coach him up.
Where do you think he'll go?
It will be. I don't know.
Big in New England?
No, he doesn't fit. No, because if Josh McDaniels is there, he's
who's the quarterback that they drafted this past year?
The Auburn guy, Jason Stridham or something.
Yeah, Stridham.
Yeah, Stridham.
I don't think
it sounds like they really do like him. So I think they're going to try to keep Brady and roll with him. Mm-hmm. And then if Brady ends up leaving, I think they could bring in someone that like a Bridgewater type, and then have him be the starter. But it's Stridham, kind of like a Matt Flynn, Russell Wilson type scenario, where you still have that young guy that's hey, you can start, you just got to beat this guy out.
Right.
But that's only if Brady leaves. Also, Tua This is some pretty awesome news. Tua confirmed at a combine media session he expects to be cleared by March 9th for workouts.
Wow, that's impressive.
So
March 9th.
Yeah, he's planning on participating in team workouts, and he plans on going to the pro day at Alabama. So this is pretty big and positive news for Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. At the NFL Draft Combine, again, Bears GM Ryan Pace has commented on Mitch Trubisky's upcoming fifth-year option. He said that he needs to be better, and that they're focused on free agency in the draft right now. And they were worried about his option coming in May, but he did double down on his stance earlier in the season that the only quarterback on the Bears roster right now is the quarterback they're sticking with. So,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the Panthers did announce this week that
I got the update on the quarterback carousel.
Cool.
Updates on the quarterback carousel this week. We'll start with the rookie Joe Burrow has confirmed he will play where he is drafted and has put an end to all the rumors that he will sit out if he was picked by the Bengals.
Yeah, he can tell everyone with his tiny hands to STF.
Yeah, his 9-inch hands, yeah. Well, did you see that? He announced he's retiring because it's like you can't play football with 9-inch hands. Like,
I mean, I have bigger hands than him, so.
Oh, jeez.
But you should be an NFL quarterback.
I should.
First,
join the league, Giants?
Yeah, first Indian.
I don't know about Giants. I'll probably play somewhere else.
Yeah.
Chicago? Chicago.
Okay.
No, fuck.
We'll
I would
better
kill
than
myself.
that.
If you were our quarterback, God, no.
The first Indian quarterback in the NFL.
That would be cool.
God damn, I'm picturing Vlade Divac play football now for some reason. I don't know why. Panthers plan, like you hinted at earlier. Panthers plan on moving forward with Cam Newton. New head coach Matt Rule is pretty excited about his progress. So that rules Cam out. So Cam ain't going anywhere. Joe Burrow going to be a Bengal. And then here's one more update, I think. Yeah, one more update on the quarterback carousel. Derek Carr has sent out a cryptic IG post with Khalil Mack with his comments from his brother. We talked about this situation last week. This has created speculation that Carr could find his way to the Chicago Bears. With the news, the Raiders plan on offering Brady a deal. The flexibility they have with Carr, this could be a situation to follow. I'll turn to you guys and ask, how do you guys feel if Derek Carr ended up being on the Chicago Bears?
It doesn't affect me. It doesn't matter. It's just another garbage player going to another garbage team.
You think Carr's garbage?
Garbage is a stretch.
Yeah, that's a strong word.
I feel like, yes, he will definitely bring improvement to the Bears if he does end up going.
Okay.
I just never really found anything exciting from Derek Carr watching him in Oakland, so maybe going to a different team that may change something up.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, yeah, no, his play style isn't exactly the most exciting, but
it's better than his brother.
I saw, but let's call it like it is. It was not David Carr's fault why he was bad.
It's because of the Texans.
It was because of the Texans.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they're trash.
They're still trash.
Yeah, it's just simple as that. Wow. It's just,
That's
hey,
strong
I'm the
statements.
Oracle. I speak facts.
You know everything. Yep.
And
How many Super Bowls have they appeared in?
What's that? You know, what's that character from Borderlands 2? The assassin?
0.
Yeah, 0.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't know why that reminded me of their Super Bowl appearances. I love talking crap about the Texans. But I forgot even why they got yeah, I have no idea what I was going with. So we'll get started with our table topics. Since it's a short week, I'd like each of us to bring a topic to this table. I will start with a question from my number one fan, Big O-Dog21. He asked, "Hey, Jersey Talk, I would want to know what are you guys most excited for in the upcoming NFL draft? Any players specifically in mind? And are there any storylines or teams you guys are watching for? This includes such things as trading up, drafting just random players, like when the Giants drafted Daniel Jones. Granted,
It worked out.
It worked out.
It worked out.
Come on, at the
most
time,
hilarious.
everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
including me.
That was the most.
You
hilarious
more so than
reaction
anyone else.
ever.
Oh,
at
you
that
guys probably
draft.
remember. I was probably the loudest guy once
You
he
were
got
like,
drafted.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But hey, now it worked out.
So,
But great question, Big O Dog.
yeah, 21, Big O Dog, 21.
21.
Yeah.
Wonder who that could be.
That'd be-
Anyways,
I really wonder, like, who.
anyways, I feel like this year's draft is going to be very highly keyed in wide receivers
Mhm.
and defensive rush.
Pass rushers.
Pass rush, yes, sure. But first round is going to absolutely be exploded with wide receivers and defensive pass rushers.
Okay. Yes, it is.
Mhm.
I'm just, obviously I'm a man of my team, so I want to see what the Eagles do. We need a DB or a wide receiver. That's all we need. So if we can get one of them, and this is loaded with wide receivers, so that's all I'm looking for. That's all I'm watching for.
Not bad. Not bad.
I wonder, do the Bears have first round pick?
No, they selected a player named Khalil Mack with
okay.
2 first-round picks, and I mean,
Interesting.
it's worked.
Anyways,
out.
that's irrelevant. With the Giants,
Just like the Giants.
yeah.
No way.
Nice. So with the Giants, I'm sure both of you guys are on the same boat as me. We're stuck between Isaiah Simmons and Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you guys go with out of those two, and why?
I'm going with Judy.
Judy?
That's my
I'm going
guy.
with Judy, bro.
That's my guy.
Nice.
Just because he can add that.
I love Simmons,
my
but it's
God.
like, yeah, there's going to – and no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to bring up question marks, but I don't have question marks about Simmons. I think he's going to be an awesome football player.
He's a very versatile player. He can
Oh,
pretty much
yeah.
play any.
Well, that's the thing.
position
Because if the Giants drafted him and they put him next – well, actually, no, they couldn't put him next to Peppers because that would be a really bad fit. But say they draft Simmons and put him at like a linebacker type role. Him and Peppers in the box, that can be something.
Oh, yeah.
I like the sound of that. Because I think Peppers played better than what he was in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And before we keep talking about the Giants, we got to take another break real quick. We will be right back. All right. So before we left for our quick break, I asked the guys a fan-submitted question from our number one fan, Big O Dog 21. What are we most excited for in this upcoming draft, including players, teams, and possible storylines? And I want to discuss the possibility of a certain team trading up, and that would be the Los Angeles Chargers. I know.
Los Angeles Chargers.
I think there's a real possibility, depending. I think there's a real possibility they will try to trade up with either the Lions or the Giants, because Dave Gettleman made some pretty recent comments saying they're open up for a trade, and I'm sitting here like, who cloned Dave Gettleman? Because he would never say that.
Are you kidding me? You can never trust what comes out of that.
That is true. That is true. That man did say
we're not trading
Odell Beckham, and they traded him like a month later.
Yeah. Yep. Just about.
Yeah.
We didn't sign him to trade him. That's his famous words. Word by word.
Yeah, I know.
We decided to trade him.
Yeah, Gettleman's a joke, but
this is pretty much like this is make or break year. If nothing is fixed by the end of
I think they'll give him one more year because he brought in a new coaching staff and it's a rebuilding team. I think they'll give him one more year because then you'll have a better idea where Daniel Jones is at, Saquon, and then you're about 3 years into this.
Mm-hmm.
So
4.
Yeah, it'll be going into 4. You'll have a better idea of where your head coach is at as well and stuff like that. But
some more rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just some more rebuild
for the
Giants.
These things take time.
Year.
These things take time.
They take time.
It's
been that way for the past
the time is
10
coming
years.
I don't want to hear dude, I don't want to hear it. You had 2 Super Bowls. I don't want to hear it. I'm a Bears fan.
That is true.
With the upcoming draft, so yeah, I want to talk about. I think the Chargers are going to. I think the Chargers are going to trade up with the Giants. The draft.
Okay, so
I think they're going to draft Justin Herbert.
Wow,
Yeah.
at 4.
Mm-hmm.
What pick do the Chargers have currently?
7.
Why would they want to jump?
No, not 7. No, that's the Panthers. Yeah, I have no idea actually.
I'll look it up.
Maybe it's 14. I'm doing that because
My question is, who would they get?
Yeah.
Like, who would they get?
it would be like most draft day trades. It would be picks.
Maybe a guy.
No, players usually don't get traded in trades like this.
They're at 6. Yeah.
They could easily.
Why would they want to jump up 2 spots just to get Herbert?
Because for one, because I think at 3 either the Dolphins are going to trade up and draft Tua at 3, or I think they're going to because the Lions are at 3, and then I think that's going to cause a ripple like a domino effect.
I feel like
because
the only reason that the Chargers should worry is maybe because of the Lions if they decide to go quarterback.
That's what I'm saying is I think whoever's at 3, if that is the Lions or someone moves up, I think Tua is going at 3, and if that's a matter if it's going to be the Chargers or not the Lions or the Dolphins, because he's cleared. We're going to see him work out and stuff, and we know how much draft shit changes between here and now, and it's not the craziest idea that they see Tua in workouts and the Dolphins fall in love with him all over again or whatever, and they're like, we got to get this guy, and we see a ripple effect. It's like, well, Tua just got drafted, and all these other quarterback need, say like Tampa doesn't get a guy in free, like all the guys the teams that strike out in free agency and the teams that just need quarterbacks, it's like, or the few teams that are going to need quarterbacks, it's like there's going to be a frenzy to get to that 4 spot. And I just think the Chargers are close enough to do it. And they close enough to do it where the Lions will feel like, or the Giants, they're still getting a really good pick in return in 6. And they probably can get like a 2nd and like a 4th or something out of it. No. And then the Chargers draft Herbert.
I mean, realistically looking at it, if the Giants do, like either one, like Simmons or Judy, I feel like they could be available at 6. Both of them can.
Simmons definitely will be available. I feel like Simmons definitely will be available at 6. Judy will be an interesting one. I think he will be, but it wouldn't be surprising.
Because it doesn't – I mean, I'll just list off the top 6 picks right now. We have the Bengals. We have the Redskins, who are definitely going to go Chase Young.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, we know the first 2 picks.
If anything, the Lions would probably be the surprise. Like that seems like the only reasonable team.
Who's at 5?
But didn't
Dolphins are at 5, and then Chargers are at 6, and Giants at 4.
Okay.
Didn't Detroit say they want Matt Stafford though?
Yeah,
like they're keeping. So they're not going to draft a quarterback.
That makes sense if they trade the pick. But also, like I said, a lot can change from here, and then also how much is them trying to drive the price up for Stafford?
Right, true.
It's like, hey, no, he's our guy. We're gonna keep him.
He's not getting traded.
I don't think with the comments they made he's traded. I was just saying that is a possible outlook. Also, it's like who know, like things change. If they get if they bring in Tua for a workout and they fall in love with him, and because like Nick Saban has been talking about Tua. Like he's never talked about AJ McCarron.
Yeah.
So like
AJ McCarron.
And we all know how AJ McCarron turned out.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is this is kind of out of character for Nick Saban to be talking this high on a guy, and the things he has said about Tua. It's like there's going to be NFL teams that are Tua's the monkey wrench in all of this because since he's healthy now.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was his one question mark. Because if he had never had that injury, him and Burrow, it's a coin flip between him and Burrow.
Right.
Like, I still think the big.
Who knows?
I feel like it's going to be a similar situation to the whole Marcus Mariota and Winston predicament. Like, which one is better? Like, we'll look at this a few years from now and realize, okay, like which team drafted the better quarterback.
Hopefully, we're not looking at it like Winston and Mariota.
They're both scrubs.
Yeah, they're both. One's an electric turnover machine, and then the other one's.
What even happened to him, man?
Who? Winston?
It's unfortunate.
No,
Mariota,
bro.
It's unfortunate.
Went to the Titans, and they built an offensive scheme around him that didn't do anything that he did well. Like he was put in a run-heavy offense.
He's a smart guy. And I feel like he could be a very good athlete if healthy, but it's just unfortunate the way that.
I'm telling you, he's going to the Bears. You can just check it. Check it
for sure.
I think
it's like 80%.
Yeah.
I'm 80%
as a backup.
No, as a starter.
No. If they brought him in, it would be competition.
Yeah,
they would be.
He'll definitely be.
No, it would be exactly like the situation he was in before. It's like, hey, Mitch is our guy, but if you're better than him, like if you outplay him, we'll start you. Like we're not bringing you in to be a backup. We're bringing you in for competition.
It's all just talk. Like obviously the Bears aren't going to come out and say, hey, we're in search of a quarterback.
Exactly.
Everyone's going to drive up their prices.
Right. Yeah.
They just won't do that. So I'm like 80% sure Marcus Mariota is going to go to the Bears.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
I just remembered something. You hinted at something about Derrick Henry last week.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
What the hell were you hinting at?
Yeah, because I remember I said I was like, they have Derrick Henry, and you were like, you kind of gave me that look.
The reason why I gave that
Derrick
look
Henry
was because of the whole game that the Titans and Derrick Henry were playing. But there was a report that did come out today that the Titans and Derrick Henry are in works of potentially negotiating a contract.
Okay.
So
you just didn't know if he was going to be there?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a state of confusion. Like, I just wasn't sure.
Do they have? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure if you were like calling him bad or something.
No.
Like,
see, that's what I thought.
No, I wasn't calling Derrick Henry out at all. It was just, it was very.
I'm calling our number one Titans reporter.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we should talk to him about this.
First phone call. Wow.
Interesting.
Hey, Graham Spurrier, you're on Jersey Talk. Hey guys, this is our number one Titans reporter. We were just talking about Derrick Henry and his current contract situation, and I would like to ask, how do you feel about Derrick Henry, and do you think he's going to stay with the Tennessee Titans?
Is this a serious call?
Yeah,
it's a serious call.
This is the number one Titans reporter, guys.
Yeah, so I think Derrick Henry's a really good player, and I think the Titans are very interested to sign him, as what the GM John Robinson said today, and we'll just have to see how he works out contract details with him and Ryan Tannehill.
Okay. Awesome stuff, Graham. We'll get back to you next week.
All right.
That was Graham Spurrier.
No, that was John Graham Spurrier V. He is our number one Titans reporter. He's got all the inside scoops. Follow him at Graham Spurrier at Twitter. I think that's his handle.
At Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah, at Twitter. But okay, so moving on from that topic, I just wanted to get his input on Derrick Henry.
Cool.
If you guys didn't hear, he believes that Derrick Henry should stay, and that Titans general manager John Robinson is very interested in keeping him. All right. So next, we'll move on to our next table topic. Jacob, what are you bringing to the table?
Well, I mean, you already hinted at it earlier. The Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fight is what I'm bringing to the table today. Did you guys watch it at all?
I watched the highlights.
Okay, you watched the highlights. Did you see what happened?
Yes, I saw Fury. I saw
God.
that wicked punch in his lip, the way that it just swung out.
It was great. I literally was not expecting that at all. So congrats to Tyson Fury, because he literally dominated the whole time. Wilder hit him with a couple shots in the first round and the second round, but it had no effect on Tyson, and I was not expecting that. But
Tyson's so big.
I mean, he gained.
That's why,
yeah,
though,
he even was 17 pounds heavier than he usually is.
Yeah.
And he's just a big man. So, that fight was awesome, though. It was a good fight. Not really a good fight, but for Tyson Fury, it was like, wow, this is incredible.
Do you guys think Wilder's crew made the right call by pulling him from the fight?
I mean, he was.
Or do you think they should have let him catch?
He was getting bodied. He was getting bodied the whole time. Yeah.
I mean, he was
pictures from round 4 on.
He was gushing blood from his ear at one point. Like that moment, if they wanted to call it then, I would have been like, that's understandable. But because he was upset that they called the fight.
Yeah,
and
he was.
Like, this is and there's even talks that he might fire them, and I'm like, you're firing them for doing their job, man. Like, they're there for your safety, not and they want you to win the fight, but they're there to make sure that you don't die.
Yeah, there was a moment though, like right when he called it, he did throw a punch, and you're not supposed to call it.
Oh
but
yeah.
He was just getting.
He was like
in the
moment.
corner like this. Like
you're not. You got two guys fighting.
Exactly.
Like, they're not thinking rationally at that point in time. Like, it's a very violent sport. How do you feel about the rematch?
I honestly think the same thing's going to happen.
Yeah.
I really think the same thing's going to happen. I really think he's just going to do it again.
Yeah.
Because, like, Stephen A. and what's Max Kelly?
Max.
They're saying Wilder is he's a puncher. He's not a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tyson Fury's like an actual boxer.
Yeah,
so he's got more technique and all that. So.
Well, just Wilder, he's wild with his punches.
It's just power.
Yeah, if he hits you, you're gonna feel it. It's a matter of him hitting you.
Yeah,
is the question. Yeah. With Fury, it's like when we're talking about, and he's a boxer, it's like he will take the beat. Like, he has no problem taking the beating, and he's gonna give it right back at you. And yeah, he's not this physically jacked dude. It's he's this big. He's just this big fucker,
right?
That's gonna physically impose his will on you.
I mean, he did have a 40-pound advantage over.
Yeah,
40 pounds.
Hey, Wilder knew though. Wilder knew what he was signing up for.
Right.
They knew. I'm just glad we got to see the winner after the original fight.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, anything you want to ask about the fight or talk about the fight?
I don't really want to add anything. I had another topic.
Of course. Yeah. That would be our next.
So, what is all this big discussion on Twitter about LeBron James being at the Kobe Bryant Memorial? What's his big talk?
I think it started with, at least from what I saw, it started with this dumb tweet from none other than Skip Bayless. So Skip Bayless tweeted, it's like, we're having Chris Broussard on to talk about why LeBron James wasn't at the memorial, and like he was dissing LeBron for not being at the memorial, but then it got slowly put out that he just wasn't, like, he was kind of keeping it like low key that he was there because he didn't want to make it a big deal that he was there, and he didn't want to take anything away from what was a tragic event, but Kobe's day.
Right.
And there's been pictures. It's like, it looks like he's almost wearing a hoodie and stuff. Like, he is trying to hide his face. And I could be completely wrong. You guys can fact check me and stuff. But from the videos and screen grabs I saw, is that what are you looking at right now?
No, I was looking at a statement from USA Today, but there was a lot of rumors and speculation going around that it wasn't him and that it was someone else.
Oh, see that? Yeah, it's hard to tell from the pictures because it's like, they're just like, you can tell someone just took their phone out and took a quick picture, and it's incredibly zoomed in.
It's a hard one.
It's a controversial topic. Like, I just feel like obviously LeBron, he gave his tribute to Kobe. Like, sure, it would have been better if he was in attendance, but at the same time, why announce it to the whole world like, hey, I'm not going to be here, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
it's completely unnecessary.
This would have never been brought up though if Skip didn't say anything because he just wanted to take a shot at LeBron, and it's like,
which he always does.
This isn't sports, guys. This is a man and his child died, and this is a memorial service for that. And if a man wants to choose, hey, I'm going to go, that's within his right. If a man chooses, hey, I don't want to go because I don't want to take away his spotlight because I know how the media works, I'm not going to do that. Guess what? There's nothing wrong with either of those decisions. It's just someone out there wants to be a troll and find a way to attack him because of it, because he has this love fascination for
Michael Jordan.
He has a love fascination for Michael Jordan, and anything that gets close to it is he has to attack. But he has this love fascination for like attacking LeBron James constantly, and I don't understand it.
He's a very annoying person.
Yeah,
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, and it sucks because I can't call him an idiot because I know he's not an idiot. Like the dude went to Vanderbilt and stuff. Like, he's a highly educated person, and he's been doing this for 30 plus years. And it's like, I've I respect his pieces and his opinions on certain topics, but yeah, there'll be when he lets his emotions get in the discussion, that's when it's clearly you're not thinking in the right space. So anything related with the Dak Prescott, Cowboys, and LeBron James, it's just
Skip Bayless. He seems like a nice guy, but he does get annoying very easily.
oh no, yeah. All these media people, I bet, are like great people, but yeah, some of them aren't good at their jobs, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. But was that the topic you wanted to bring to the table today? Was the media speculation?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So before we okay, so that is all of our table discussions for today. We talked about some speculation, if it was LeBron or not. We talked about the big fight, and we talked about the NFL draft. And all I can say is, that's all, folks. Can I legally say that? I have no clue. But not enough people listen anyways. Thank you for listening. This is the end of this wonderful ride. And like always, stay classy, Utah.
See you guys.
See ya.